What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Thank you guys again for joining me for another episode of What's in the Studio. We're gonna dive right into it. Here it goes. So we already talked about having a three light setup before in a shorter video that I explained to you the setup. Now we're gonna go into developing the look for this particular setup for this particular shoot. And let's go ahead and get into the actual. Let's go to full studio. I'm gonna go to this one here. All right. So inside of here, I want you to look at the camera settings real quick. The camera settings for this lighting is 1/60th, 1/160th. I'm sorry, f-stop 4, ISO 600. I can move that up to 200 possibly, but I'm gonna check on that one. And the light Kelvin is set to 4750. 4750 is what the light Kelvin is set to. I got all the lights set around 38, 32, 38. I'm kind of playing around with the dialing of the light, where the light is for potential contouring and things like that. I'm gonna dial that in pretty well. I'll play with it to see what works for me. But right now I have around all of them around 31 to 32% on the lights itself. These backlights, do they play a part in it in itself? I can tell you only this: they could, just like sunlight could when you're shooting manual without flash. So that may be a factor in some of these settings, but I don't think so, because when I took a shot before with a higher setting, these lights really didn't affect it that much. So I'm not really thinking that they are having a really good effect. Just like if it was just regular light inside of a room, I don't think it would have too much effect. But your settings may need to change, or you need to turn up the power on the lights itself. But I will probably keep the manual settings right around here. Okay. All right. So the next one is the lens choice. I'm just doing a 70, my 24-70 2.8. And but normally I would probably, for more glass, for more bigger power of glass, I'll probably use my 85 to get a little bit further back, things like that. Or I can use my 200 as well. So but you can use right now, that's good, or you can use your 50, because 50 works. I think 10, 102, 102, 105 works as well. But this is, for all intents and purposes, this is what I'm using for this particular shot. Okay. And I'm getting my card, my color card too, because the lights is going to be a little bit warmer, a little bit warmer because of the Kelvin, and I have my myself set up as daylight. Okay, so let's get to it. So we got all that. All right. So let's go back into the stew. Oh, my card. Card is in my bag. My bag's over here. Excuse me. Take me 1 second here. My mold frame. All right, so my color card, and I'll stick it right underneath my chin. I'm gonna get right here to the lights. Stick the card right to my chin. So, and I have what I need. All right, cool. So, looking at these beautiful lights, what I tend to see on this one is I need to turn this one, because I changed it when I was turning, um, well, changed the power. And what you don't want to happen is a split in the light. Okay, you don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna go back up to 200. There's a little split on the light there on my forehead. So I'm gonna go back up to 200 where I was, ISO 200, where I was before, because I saw a little split of light, and I don't want that. I like the light dropping down, but it seems like it's covering that up. So I have this guy. It's good. All right, that's good right there. I'm gonna draw this one back in just a little bit down. And that's what you're pushing for. I'm just gonna come in just a little bit more as well. Now I'm getting there. And not here. There we go. There we go. I can see over there. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Oh baby. Yeah, baby. Get a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I think I went a little bit too forward of the lights. There it is. There's that boy. There he is. Mm-hmm. 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 Got too excited. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Businessman. Look at that light. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. What you know about that now? What you know about that now? I told you guys, don't be messing with me when it comes to this thing here. Don't be coming messing with me when it comes to this thing here about photography. It only took me 2 shakes to get out of the way. I told you how to be messing with me now. I come at you all nice and all nice. Oh, let me get my elbow here. Here we go. There we go. All right, so let's get here. Let's see the results over here in the big screen. So you guys can take a bigger look. There we go. Boy, that boy right there. That boy right there. I tell you what. Now, my focus probably now wasn't on me as well as I wanted to be, but that's okay. Yeah, it was a little bit shy. It was probably dropped off over here just a little bit. Changed out my batteries, moved my lens just a little bit. Didn't fix that, but that's okay. But I do want to go back to the first shot because I am, as you can tell, it's very warm. The image is very warm. So we're gonna go back to the first shot and put my spooky shot. Like, ooh. And this right here is a very good telltale sign that this happens. I was too forward front of the lights. Basically, the lights. I just chopped the lights off away from me, and that was an easy fix when I said, "Hey, I think I wasn't like this before." So that's when the lights captured me pretty well. So we're gonna do this here. We're gonna go to the adjustments. 5200. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop over here, right here. So boom, and then I'm gonna hit up here, copy, and hit Control All, and then apply. So you guys can all see that beautiful skin. Look at it. You really don't have to do too much. Once you do the corrections, I don't know if you got to do too much, man. Especially with this guy here, man. This guy. Look at this. I'm gonna go to this picture here. I think I like easy way to color. I think I like this one here. That I got a little bit of squinting over here, but you guys having a good time. All right, so let's go to this one here. That's okay. That guy's weird. All right, squinting. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Playboy, 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 playboy. All right, 1, 2, 3. I think it was that one. Which one was it? I think that's the craziest one. All right, this is the same one of the craziest one. All right, so uh, let me get here. Let me get them up into the frame. Again, I noticed that I have some focus issues and that good. Again, it could be that it's off just a little bit because again I changed the thing. I could have probably changed the thing. I'll fix that later. But realistically, I love the way this lighting is. As you can tell, it gives the highlights where it's supposed to. One, it's right here. Two, right here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where your highlight's supposed to be, and everything else is supposed to be contoured in, cleaned up, ready to go. But I don't think you have too much to worry about when it comes to these lighting. And look at the background because I am a little bit closer to the backdrop on this one. If I was further away, the darker it would be. But I placed myself a little bit closer because I wanted a little bit of the light to bounce off and come back. So we have a little bit of that as well. So I can appreciate that. So I really can appreciate that. And if you like this look, like I like this look, man, because it is really really super amazing. And I told you guys, I'm not playing around with this here. I'm not playing around. I done asked and I done said too many times. What you guys want me to do? How you want me to do it? This is something that I knew I wanted to do for myself to see, can I accomplish this look. And I went out and invested into the lights. I got the lights, got the camera, got the lens. But I'm gonna perfect this with the right lens that I know that I like, the look that I like, the texture that I like in my shots. So because I gotta look at everybody, I gotta look at everybody's skin tone. And I would dare to say, if I had this much light coming into, I would know I would have to be changing my f-stop a little bit, because if I want to have a lighter skin, I know this will be probably too light. This light will probably be too much. They probably step back a little bit, step up a little bit, things like that. Take some stops off of it. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, I think it's freaking amazing. And I tell the truth, man, I don't think I don't know, man. I don't know. I told myself, man, I've been to all these strobes, baby. Woo. They might got they might got somebody. They got some competition on. Mm. So these are the lights. These are the lights, meta lights. I'll leave this up here for a quick minute. I don't like typing stuff, so y'all can read this stuff right here. All right, going that way. There you go. Meta lights. These are ones. Right now they got them on Amazon for a little bit under 130, 140 a piece, maybe with tax 150 something. But that's when I had like 20, 30, 50% off. So just know that they cost money. Like I said, the cool thing about these lights is they change colors. So we're gonna be messing around with that. We're gonna get the room down dimmer. We're gonna mess around with those lights, and we're gonna have some fun with creating some new looks. They have shutters on there. We're gonna use the shutters. We're gonna create some beautiful lighting. We're gonna some effects as well. I got smoke. We got smoke, baby. We got smoke and fog and all types of crazy stuff we're gonna be creating with using these particular lights, because it really does save you a lot of time. It gets you in and out of shots. You don't have to worry about too much. You just turn the lights up, down, mess with the camera a little bit, and keep on showing and growing. But my name is Antoine. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, if you have anything that you would like for me to talk about, please do leave a comment down there in the comment section. And if you would like for Moa to help you look at anything like a picture you kind of want to develop and redo, which I'm going to be doing myself, this is one of those things I always wanted to do. I've been looking at Peter Hurley's work for quite some time, and I said, I know I can probably do that. And I know I can probably do that with different panel lights. But the cool thing is his lights are expensive. So if you guys look it up, it's expensive. So the one other cool thing is you're gonna get a really different look every time you're in another space. Like this is my studio, my home studio. If I had the sun come in here and I had those lights on at the same time and that illumination, you'll get something else that's gonna be pretty beautiful, but it's gonna be pretty consistent. That's what I really want you guys to understand. You got to make sure your stuff is pretty consistent. So if your stuff is pretty consistent across the board, people easy to identify, and it's easy for you to repeat, and then that's easy for you to get more customers quicker. And then the people say, "Oh, I like that," and I'm going about my business. Now, the other program that I'm going to talk to you about is Capture One. Capture One does have something that really will save you time and effort. Now, you guys see my photo. I'm gonna get out of here, but I want you guys to see my photo. Now, I'm going to take as you look at my photo, I'm going to reset my photo. My photo has all its blemishes taken off before because I have a few little spots, wrinkles and stuff like that, and I'm going to undo and go back to that. As you can see on this picture, now everything is done. How can I do that real quick? Because Capture One has added retouch, and it keeps getting better every time. Every time it keeps getting better, and you can tell how much you want to impact your skin. You can see it's going up and down there. I wanted the dark circles to go out of my eyes. I want a little bit more. I just want you guys to see that amount of skin. I want my skin too even, but for me, I don't want my skin too even because I like my myself, And then I got contouring if I want my contouring there as well. So, and that's there. See that right there? So that should give me a little bit of contouring back. You can do anything, almost anything you can do in there. Of course, you got your cleanup tools up there if you want. I love Capture One. It's really easy, especially for headshots, because realistically, for headshots, you're not doing like a whole full retouch because you don't have time. You want to you want them to have the images as quickly as possible. You want them to choose their image right there on the spot. You want to set it up so they can have them before they go. You give them 2 or 3 looks. They'll choose the ones that they like. Boom, 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 and then you get to the next one. You're gonna probably spend at least 8 to 12 minutes with one client. You really don't have enough time to be doing like 20 or 30 minutes per person. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to say, hey, I can do a set for 3 hours. This is how much it would cost. This is how many clients I can do within that 3 hours. Let's go. Let's make it happen. These are return on that in those 3 hours. If they can get all the clients in within 3 hours, fine. But if you need to come back, hey, I'll come back and do the other 15 people again. It's going to cost you because I got to come up, I got to set up, I got to do this. But if they can come in this time, I can get this amount done in 3 hours. If you guys understand what I'm saying. So there's a little bit of business strategy and all that good stuff on there. But I'm telling you, man, I am truly I'm going to be messing with this, throughout the night and also throughout the weekend here. And I'm going to give myself some permission to have some fun without worried about anything else other than me having some great fun. So thank you guys again, man, for coming to the channel. Thank you guys again for sharing in this with me. If you like videos like this, please do subscribe and hang out with your boy. And other than that, man, I'm gonna leave you guys be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. So I'm out. I see when I say I'm out, I'm supposed to click my button real quick and it's supposed to turn out like real quick.